Happy homebrew weekend. See how this is going to sound. Got my roller door open because I'm having issues with these brand new LEDs. I'm not having issues with them all, actually. The issue I'm having is called light banding with these videos, and I've only recently noticed them because I started actually doing some uploads and stuff. Anyway, it's got to do with the video not liking LED lights because of the frequency and the shutter speed and stuff. So now you get these black bars. What do I know? I'm just a humble Sparky trying to make some home brew and film it, you know. Been a bit of a problem solver this morning. Two of my little lingering issues, of the many lingering issues, have been resolved. I think one of them, the issue with the hop debris in my Nectaron XPA, has been sorted. Now, what I did was I bent the dip tube up a little bit more, and I've got a lovely little clip of what I did here. Yes! Wasn't that great? The annoying thing is, when I cleared out the Keg Post, there was barely any hop debris left, but I didn't want to risk it by not bending up the dip tube. Do you know what I mean? I've touched it too many. I've touched that beer too many times for it to be safe and clean and drinkable. Before we go on any further, Merry Christmas. It's Boxing Day, the 26th of December 2024, 12:36 in the PM, and I've got a little bit of time. I've got 15 minutes, where I can sit here, talk to you, have a beer, and forget about life. It's been really busy. We had everyone over our house yesterday. 2 different families came and did the thing, and it was just long day, lovely day. Kids had fun, but whatever. Back to home brew. The other issue I've been having, which I think I've now resolved, was with my keg. Remember how, well, you don't have to remember, but what happened was I'd kegged a couple beers, and I actually, the Freshwork kit, not the Freshwork kit, the Kits and Bits ESB keg had lost all of its CO2 and drained my CO2 canister. And I think today I found out that the leak was in the PVRV. And here's a little clip of me fixing that earlier. Wasn't that fantastic? Now, you see in that last video, I did a couple of things. So here's my little jug. That's where I was catching my hop debris. I have to clean that. Here's my sanitizers. But here is what I used to leak detect. Now, I used to be, and still technically am, a refrigeration mechanic, like a HVAC guy. And this was the stuff, bubble up, we used to put on the copper connections when we, release the refrigerant, see if there was any leaks. We'd also, vac it down and test it with manifold gauges and stuff like that. But it was, if you're in a pinch, you just tighten the nuts up, all good. So I put some of this bubble up, and I couldn't see a leak anywhere, not in the in, the out, or around the keg seal. But I kind of was tiny bit patient, and I kind of squirted everywhere. Yeah, and from the PVRV, I could see it leaking out through the middle. So I'm guessing, I have never actually replaced any rubber seals or grommets or anything within a PVRV, but I'm guessing it's just you unscrew it and re-screw a new seal back in. So I've got to I'll buy one of those and do that and see. But my temporary here it is. So it's this little schmabooty here. In this little area here, I could see it leaking. So I wonder if I can just twist that. Anyway, I'll have to figure out how to unscrew that. But there we go. Is that coming? No, it's not. Me just fucking things up. All right. I'll have to play with that later. Anyway, what I did was I took one of the other kegs that has nothing in it, removed the exact same lid, and put it on the keg with some beer in it. Checked it. No leaks, so I'm pressure testing it right now to see if it holds. And if it does, I know I've fixed it, and then we've got at least 2 usable kegs that we can fill with good beer and go from there. Now, what I have to do today is dry hop my Mosaic XPA because it's been 6 days since I've brewed the beer, and I want to dry hop for 4 days. So if I dry hop today, means on the 30th, 26th, yeah, the 30th, I can, the 29th, I can cold crash, the 30th, I can transfer to keg and start to carbonate, which means on the 4th of January, 2025, I can taste it, which will be fantastic. So right now, before I do anything else, I'm going to grab a little tasty schnipe of my Nectaron XPA. I'm working on getting this sorted. Christmas, everything's fucking everywhere. And I also know that I've got to connect this all up properly, but I haven't done that. And just please bear with me. Little progress is better than no progress, Oh, lovely pour. Dankeschön, my little dumpling. Would you get a load of that? The All In Brewing Co. Fresh Wort Kit Nectaron XPA, right? Pineapple juice colour. Lovely tight white head, cappuccino foam head that lasts, persists. It's not clear. Almost hazy, in fact. I'm not sure why. Oh, I'd love you to see this head. Now, on the nose, it smells like a fruit box, like a juice box for children, like a passion fruit, pineapple, passion fruit, tropical juice box. Oh my God. All right. Big or small, fuck them all. I'm so happy I've got 20 litres of that. That is as sessionable as they come. Reminds me a little bit of the Mismatch Session Ale, actually. But like one of the first iterations of it. Like, I know we're 10 years down the track almost from when that was released, but Back in the early day, that was much more bolder, fuller, thicker. This is like a non-session mismatched session ale. And then you're like, well, Chris, wouldn't that be the pale ale? No, the pale ale is not like this at all. The pale ale is much more malt driven, the mismatch anyway. This is fantastic. Oh my God. So that's just, mouth feels like medium. It's not like a session beer that can be really watery. It's actually got some little bit of body to it. The again, that head just like a cappuccino foam, absolutely thick and full, like a young Italian's hair, you know. It's not even really bitter either. Like there's some bitterness there, but this is a really approachable session beer that has a little bit more body than your typical session ale nowadays. A little bit fuller, a little bit thicker. It's not super malty. Like there's hop flavor, and that hop flavor is that real citrus, you know, citrus tropical fruit, but just a super approachable, genuine session beer. That is going to be dangerous. Now, I can't find scissors because I can't find anything in here. So I've got a pair of tin snips. My Azacca USA 2023 12.8% alpha acid, 50 grams worth, which is going into my fermentator fridge. The fridge has been set at 20 degrees Celsius. Another thing, oh gosh, that happened here. I'm not sure if you recall, but I pitched Mangrove Jack's West Coast Ale Yeast on my Mosaic XPA. I had to pitch a second batch of yeast. I'd pitched some US-05 over the top of that after about a day or two because I didn't notice anything happening in the airlock. Checked all the seals, everything was fine. And when I pitched the US-05, I checked the next day and it was bubbling like a crazy. So not sure if I just had a, you know, dud batch of the Mangrove Jack's West Coast, because that was like a favorite of mine back in the day. I used to basically use that religiously for like all of my pale ales, XPAs, IPAs. It would be a shame to switch from it, but in you go. To sew it up your nose like a rubber hose. Don't know what that saying comes from, or why you would ever say that to a human person ever. So, day 6. Dry hop is in there. In 3-4 days we'll cold crash. Fuck! About 3 days we'll cold crash. In about 4 days we'll rack to keg. And in about 9 days we'll have a little taste together of the Mosaic and see how that goes in comparison to this Nectaron. Alright, how's that for productive? Got a fair bit done. Fix the leak, the gas leak. Fix the blocked hops. Fix the hop blockage. Pitched a dry hop. Tasted a Nectaron. My name's Chris. Say hi to your mother for me. Have a lovely and safe New Year's. Hope you had a great Christmas. And I'll see you on the next one. Ow.